The air hung heavy, thick with the metallic scent of blood. Detective Rachel Hayes, her face pale in the dim light, surveyed the scene. A man, lifeless and cold, lay sprawled on the worn carpet of his study. His eyes, wide with eternal surprise, stared vacantly at the ceiling. Papers were scattered across the floor, disturbed furniture hinting at a struggle. Rachel crouched beside the body, her gaze meticulous. The victim, she knew, was Professor Edward Sinclair, a renowned historian. His death was no ordinary burglary gone wrong. This was personal, calculated, murder. She examined the room again, searching for any detail that might whisper the killer's name. The air was thick with silence, broken only by the ticking of the grandfather clock in the corner. It felt as though the room itself was holding its breath, guarding its secrets. But Rachel knew that even in silence, there were stories waiting to be told. All she needed was to find the right words. The faint humming of the forensic team filled the air, a morbid symphony accompanying Rachel's investigation. She focused on the victim's outstretched hand, a peculiar tattoo on his wrist catching her eye. It was a serpent, coiled around a dagger, its fangs bared in a silent snarl. "Unusual," Detective Johnson, her partner, commented, peering over her shoulder. "Any leads on its significance?" Rachel shook her head, her brow furrowed. "Not yet, but it feels familiar, like a whisper from a forgotten dream." She photographed the tattoo, its intricate details promising a story waiting to be unraveled. The serpent, she knew, often symbolized danger, betrayal. Was this a message, a warning from the victim's past? Or was it a cruel signature of the killer, a mark left behind like a predator claiming its prey? Each question was a thread, and as Rachel tugged at them, she hoped they would lead her to the heart of the mystery. Hours melted into each other as Rachel tirelessly pursued every lead, each dead end fueling her determination. The weight of the unsolved case pressed down on her, a constant reminder of the justice that remained elusive. Just as frustration threatened to consume her, a glimmer of hope emerged. Forensic analysis revealed a torn piece of paper clutched tightly in Professor Sinclair's hand. It was barely there, a fragment clinging to existence. "An address," Detective Johnson announced, his voice tinged with relief, as he examined the scrap under the harsh glare of the lab's lights. The address led them to a rundown apartment building in a desolate part of the city. The air reeked of despair and decay, a stark contrast to the victim's refined world. Rachel could almost taste the bitterness of the secrets hidden within those grimy walls. This, she felt, was where the answers resided, shrouded in shadows and silence. This was where they would find their killer.